Okay, Peter Redrin from PFS, Property Finance Spain. Is that right?
That's totally correct. Yeah.
And
PFS is shorter, but Property Finance Spain sounds nice. Our company group, we actually 3 companies in the group now. Property Finance Spain is one of them. But it all started in Mallorca, actually, by my wife, Nikki Buchanan. She spent 15 years being a property finance broker in Scotland, in Edinburgh, where she comes from. And then 2008, she moved to Mallorca, and 2009, she started the same business in Mallorca. And so the basis of our company is Mallorca. The company that she started is called Mallorca Mortgage Consultancy, SL. And that today is one of the most well-respected mortgage broker companies for private people who want to buy something in the Balearic Islands with a loan, with financing. And for many years, I had other companies. I was running my own companies. I sold my company group that I built up in 2019. And after that, I started to help Nikki to expand her business. So first, we actually started a company in the Canary Islands called Tenerife Mortgage Consultancy. And then we started Property Finance Spain for the mainland operations. So we have 3 companies, one for Baleares, one for Canarias, and one for the mainland Spain. We want to be where non-resident people are buying properties. And also, to the story goes that we have another part of our business to help private people who are non-resident, who wants to buy properties in Spain, has always been our business. And it's a big volume business. We have 5 full-time brokers in the Palma broker office doing nothing else than processing mortgages all day long. So it's a huge operation. And we process maybe around 200 applications per month.
Okay. So, and are you setting up an office here, or just a presence? What's the plan with the Costa del Sol?
For the moment, we have a team. So I've contracted 3 full-time people who is our team in Costa del Sol, which is Muta and Sonia and Thomas. And of course, I mean, Costa del Sol is like Baleares. It's full of properties getting sold to non-resident buyers. But to the story goes is that we have a commercial side of what we do as well. So we, since many years ago, we've been helping companies who would like to buy something in Spain out of a commercial point of view. It can be a hotel, or it can be a golf club, or something like that. And also we've been helping financing property developers. You know how it goes when you're a property developer. You want to buy a plot, and then you want to build, and then you want to sell. And the banks are increasingly every year more and more less interested in financing these kind of things in Spain because of historical reasons. And the banks also now, under the Bank of Spain, they are under so much pressure to have low risk in their portfolio. So what we have done is that we have built a network of banks around Spain. Of course, we have 22 banks under special contracts that we deal with. So when anybody needs money from a bank, we can get it quicker and cheaper than anybody else. But we have the same situation now when it comes to commercial lending. So we've been signing contracts with a growing amount of lenders on the private equity fund side, which is where bridge loans comes from, and mezzanine loans and asset loans and all this kind of stuff that companies needs to do. And this means that we have become a very powerful broker also for property investment business when it comes to buying plots, building, selling, maybe buying a property, renovate, sell, and so on and so forth. And of course, Costa del Sol is a very, very active area for property developers and property investors building either new builds or renovating old things into new. So the combination of those two is much stronger for us in the Costa del Sol area than in Baleares and Canarias, because in Baleares, for instance, especially in Mallorca and Ibiza, and don't even talk about the 2 small islands, by the way, it's very, very difficult to even find a plot anymore to do any new builds on.
Right, I got you.
Yeah.
And so are you looking to move to the Costa Blanca as well? Is that in your plans?
Yeah, I mean, we are already helping clients all over Spain, including all the Costas areas in Madrid and Barcelona and so on. But we have been focusing to building up a serious team now in the Costa del Sol area, because there are so many agents who are now sending their clients to us. Either they are private clients who needs a private mortgage, or they are commercial clients who wants to have private financing or finding investors and bridge loans to build and so on.
Right.
And so that's the focus now. We have actually an office address in Malaga. It's a shared office together with a partner company we're dealing with. But actually our team is meeting the people where they are, not in our office really. We have kind of started to have Boho Club as one of our central focal points where we meet people actually. So if somebody asks us where is your office, we always say, well, it's actually Boho Club.
Okay, I gotcha. So do you deal mostly with through agents here in the Costa del Sol, or is there direct as well?
Yeah, I mean, maybe sometimes by accident we stumble over a direct client, but mainly we focus on signing collaboration contracts with agents, and they send us their clients. We don't do any marketing whatsoever else than inviting agents for lunches and dinners and breakfast and explaining who we are, and then they sign a contract with us, and then they start sending their clients to us. This is the modus operandi we like to work with. We don't like to make public marketing and create direct clients. Actually, the long-term relationships are the best.
Is there anything that sets you guys apart from other mortgage companies?
I would say that there are a few things that makes us slightly different from everything else on the market. One is that we are already the largest loan broker in Spain by volume. I think there's one company have a few more employees than we have, but we think the volume of loans that we managed to get through per month, per year is a more interesting number than how many employees you have. And this gives us a negotiation power with the banks and the private institutions we deal with, which means that with us it goes faster and nobody can beat us on the fees and the interest rates we get from the lenders, because they know when we go out to them, they probably are in competition with 4, 5, 6 other lenders in the same case, and they know there's no even point answering this request if they're not going to give us the best deal they can.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
And you, just to go back a little bit, you're Swedish, is that right?
I'm originally from Sweden. I don't think there's so much Swedishness left in me anymore. I moved to Mallorca when 31 years ago, 1992, and I've been married to Nikki now for quite some time. She's from Scotland, so English is my home language. English is my language with all clients and everyone around me. I speak fluently Spanish, so I have a lot of Spanish friends where I live in Mallorca. And but originally I'm Swedish.
And how often do you get over here on the Costa del Sol? How often do you come yourself?
Well, I'm the general manager of the company, which is working all over Spain. We are actually opening up our first collaborations in Portugal now as well. So I tend to be maybe a few days per month in Costa del Sol, a few days per month in Costa Blanca, a few days per month up in Barcelona, Costa Brava, a few days per month in Madrid, and now also Lisbon. So I'm a little bit a hard man to catch. That's why also it's important that we created a physical team now. So there are people working together with us that you can meet and have a coffee with and discuss things with. Yeah.
So all this moving around Spain, has this got anything to do with the fact that you're an enthusiast of cars and car racing?
Well, now you're entering a private hobby area of mine, but no, it has nothing to do with that. Actually, I think my business life has been taking me traveling all over the world for many years. I've been starting and building up several international companies. I do like to travel, to be away Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe Friday, and then spend the weekend at home has been my modus operandi for quite a long time.
Okay.
But when it comes to my private car interest, if we want to talk about that, then it's actually more of a racing enthusiasm rather than car enthusiasm in general. I have many friends who are classic car fanatics and all kinds of car fanatics, and I've been involved in many car clubs, but my personal interest has always been the racing side of things. So I've been having several Porsches that I drive around on racetracks, on track days and stuff like that. And actually, a little bit proudly, I can announce that I'm entering the GT4 Iberian GT4 Championship next year as a proper racing driver for the first time. So
fantastic! And have you had a go at the track we have down here called Ascari?
Yeah, many times. Nowadays, it's difficult to get in there. Actually, after the new owner took over for a few years ago and kind of closed it down only for people who pay him 100,000 euros a year to be a member, but before that, I've had very, very good track experiences in Ascari. It's a wonderful place.
Well, Peter, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for explaining a little bit about what the company does, and
Mm,
hope to see you around the area for sure.
absolutely, we are here to stay.